Alright, welcome back. Today we've got a special surprise. I actually don't know what we are unboxing because I've ordered a few things. So we're going to see what we get. Got a whole big box for just a clump of items. What do we have here? Okay, I think I know what this is. This is my VR stuff. For those who don't know, I do have an Oculus Rift. Or rather, sorry, an Oculus Quest 2. My bad. And so, this has just arrived. I've got a moth in my room for some reason. So, I'm guessing this will be one of the big fixes to this unit right here. So, this is a Quest that I picked up some time ago. These were just extras that a friend gave me just to keep the sound muffled in. Obviously, when people are playing Beat Saber and things like that, sometimes the music tends to blare out. So what these do is they just try to keep the sound in. They're not the most useful thing ever. I mean, that's why you've got the 3.5 jack and all that other stuff if you really want to immerse yourselves in the unit itself. But what we're looking at here, if I'm not mistaken, this would have been a pack that I bought, which I'll show in a minute because it's the manuals. This would have been a pack that I bought. So what this does, okay. So this is basically an alternative to the Elite strap. So I don't know if y'all can see that, but basically the steps start from down here and then work their way up to that. So let's actually see how this works. Because I'd asked them a few things. If this is supposed to be a 5 or 6 in one pack. There are multiple packs like this. Sometimes you're going to get ones that come with a case, like for moving around and shit with it, and doing all sorts of stuff. This, I think it was just meant to be just something to protect the unit itself from becoming off white and going in a certain direction. First and foremost, to me, one of the biggest things that a friend of mine, Simon, had recommended was some straps, because what had happened was he just got sick and tired of potentially smacking his TV and getting things out the window. So to me, I think that this is a good fit. I'm not trying to yank them too much. They're made out of silicone, so you might end up ripping them. But that looks like that's pretty good. I think for what we need it for all intents and purposes, that's robust. And I'm guessing those are for the thumb grips. So that's adjustable. Obviously some people prefer elastic, but I think adjustable is okay. Velcro is always cool. Nice deep black, and also at the same time they do the job. So let's actually see. I wish you could clip them on and off, but you can't. But you can make the adjustments accordingly, which again is a thumbs up from me. So let's put that here for a second. Let's actually get those babies out and see what the go is. So how would I fit all this in? Please don't switch on the unit. I'm not trying to switch it on yet. I don't want to end up accessing things. This is the strap. These are the straps that came originally with the unit. I don't even know if you can get those off, and I don't know if you want to, but just for clarification sakes and just for security sakes, we'll put these in through the loop. I think you can even put them further down through that other loop here, because this is a hole, so I think they knew the burden or the task. There we go. All right. Okay, that looks pretty good. Again, I haven't really used my unit much. Kids come to the house sometimes and they play with it. Friends come and they want to check it out. But I myself haven't used it much because I've been nursing an injury, so moving around isn't always necessarily the best option for me. My only issue with this is how to get those little nubs. You see that? I'm trying to get this. I wish there was a better system to get that to latch in, but I guess you have to really manually manipulate that a fair bit, and sometimes that can end up being a headache for somebody else or someone who's limited in what they can and cannot do. It requires a bit of dexterity and finer. There we go. Okay, so we have that clipped in, and look at that. That's easier, you know. Someone doesn't have to feel their way out. I'm not going to make any innuendos anymore. From pushing things into feeling things out. Someone doesn't have to go through the whole process of feeling things out as much anymore. I guess look what you can do. I was hoping you could tie these around, but it's all right. Just put them on like that for now and just leave it like that. Just so that way things don't get lost in the sauce. So what we want is just the comfort in someone having accessibility. And I'm guessing these little nubs here are meant to protect. Oh, nice little grips. There's decent grip already. If you can see that, there's decent grip enough already on these little thumbsticks. But again, nothing wrong with adding a bit of extra protection. And it's a freebie. It's not like I went in specifically looking for that feature from the Quest. Oops. Geez, getting them in is... I'm not going to say anything. I was going to say that it's too tight, but sure. What do you say? You know, that's just how things go. The algorithm chasing me and saying, oh, this person has been saying inappropriate things on YouTube. It's already worse that it's black and clad in leather and all the studs and spikes. But yeah, looks pretty good, man. No doubt. Looks pretty good. I don't know if you need protection for this part of it, but I guess maybe there's going to be something in addition to that. So far we've got that for one side, and we're probably going to do the same, squeeze it through a tight hole on the other end, and go from there. Let's see. Okay. Again, this is just meant for protection, not for, you know, I'm not saying you can go or immediately go swim with these things or anything like that. These are just meant for scuff marks and also giving you grip, especially with the VR, if you're playing boxing or doing things like that where, you know, you're going to be throwing lefts and rights and all that. You might get too carried away in mid-golf swing or something like that. And this is also comfortable enough that when you're not wearing when you're wearing the headset, you can feel your way through it. Whereas sometimes it's not always easy with that original straps. So I've been excited to get these because, like I said, I've got a few people who like to come and they try out my unit, as I'm not using it fully at the moment. So getting people to come and try, at least that way you protect the unit from scuff marks, people dropping it. And okay, that first part wasn't as bad. It's just, like I said, getting the little initial snub in there. Oops, there we go. And once again, like I said, you just have to find the right spot for yourself, stretchy, so you've got room to elbow. And like I said, you can either put these through the middle or you can put them around, it doesn't really matter. It's just meant to be just a way to secure stuff and keep things rolling. There we go. Just so that way you don't lose your way. So, decent straps. you can adjust how you want to. Again, throwing haymakers or whatever it is you're going to be playing, you know, you want to make sure you've got enough room to elbow. Shoot that way, shoot that way. So throw the haymaker. These would be great. And again, what we want is to avoid. That's what we want, right? You just want to make sure you can point, do whatever it is, punch, shoot, any action that you want to without these falling off. That's what we want. So secure, and like I said, we just have to put the thumb grip on the last one. And so far so good, looks pretty good. Looks completely different. I wonder what else I'm going to be able to put, and if it'll allow the machine to ventilate or at least get some air in. Not easy, but I guess that's why they're there, because if they were easy, then, well, they'll also be easy to get off. So what we're trying to do is protect things. So to me, these are probably going to be the hardest for me personally. I thought that initially putting the other stuff was going to be a chore, but this is not easy at all. It's like putting on a tire, rim into a tire. Really, really hard. And as it should, because you want the thing to stay where it's supposed to be, because if it comes off mid-operation, that could be the difference between life and death, right? So same thing again, this could be the difference between your plasma and your 4K, your OLED, whatever it is that you have going on at your crib. This could be the difference between that and again, I'm not talking about the thumb grip, I'm talking about the whole unit as a whole, from just the straps. Started off as just me buying 1 or 2 straps, but I figured let me go for the whole set and actually pimp out the whole thing. So both of them are done. So that's great. So now the unit itself, which I hope is off. What I wanted was special protection for the lenses, but I didn't get that, I don't think. So I'm guessing that these how do I get this off? Let's see. What does it say? Does it actually tell me how to get these off? Okay, so there seems to be a clip. There we go. There we go. There we go. Again, knowing my luck, I'll break things before I even get started. So that's the unit in its OG state. Not sure what you're supposed to do with this. Let me leave that there for a minute, because that looks like it's going to cause pain and suffering. Let me put this on firstly. I bought this from a dude some time ago. He told me that this was 256, only for me to then find out that it was a 128. I'm not going to lie, when I found out I wasn't too happy. Not that I was going to put too much stuff, it's just a case of, when you purchase something, you just assume that you're purchasing everything the way that it needs to be. How to get that around? Jeez, not easy. Maybe I'm supposed to adjust these a little bit further upwards, but it's the old black look. Just making sure there's no scuff marks or anything. All the IOs, that's what you want, all the ports, cameras, everything is not blocked, it still can breathe. Look at that. A little bit sus on the volume buttons, but okay. That's your suit and tux. Okay, so far this is what we have. This is the look so far. These, I'm just guessing, are pretty much what's already there. This is the OG. I'm guessing you can put this on if you like. Again, I wonder how how much of it I'm going to replace in terms of the OG look versus the stock. Let's see. So tuck it in, tagging it in. Alright, not bad. Again, no disrespect to the OG, they feel a little bit loose, but that feels like it's a bit more on point. Just hope it doesn't annoy or irritate. Don't know if I'm supposed to tuck that in somewhere, we'll find out soon. And what else? So the strap itself is where the biggest issue is, because that feels so much better. But the question is it? So according to this, you take the back bit out, because this can either come in black or white. I just chose to go for different look. Elite strap, fixing buckles, which is left and right. And great if you highlighted everything that you want, but alright. So in here, yeah, left to left. I'm supposed to press something. Maybe I left something out, I'm not sure. Okay, hold on. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? This would be like that. So this would be which one? I hope I'm doing this correct. I hope I'm doing this correct. Let me see what I'm doing here. I don't think it would be upside down. I think it would be this way. It would be correct. Just to make sure that they line up. Last time they clipped on, so I want to make sure that I don't. Okay, there we go. Just making sure. We are going the right. Oops. Now I moved everything. Give me a second. Okay, so what did I get right and what did I get wrong? Now I can see everything for what it is. Oh, I think I got everything pretty okay. Okay. Alright, I'll leave that there for a second. Perfect. So now I can actually see everything. I had my doubts about the strap, so I can pull this out. Alright, so I'll put you here for a second, my dear. And you can go this way. Alright, so the right one will go this way. Trying to get this clipping correct, top to bottom. Okay, so top to bottom. Okay, alright. Just making sure everything is moving fluidly, because you don't want something slipping out. This, the lip, perfect. So I'm just trying to work out which was better for it and why. Unique, definitely. I get the feeling that this is better, or maybe you're supposed to even put a third one on top, I'm not sure. And I wonder if this will then close into that and create a gasket. We'll find out in a second. first let me focus on getting the grips correct. Okay, so what I'm trying to work out is which hole goes into what and how. Because I'm seeing an eject button here. Please don't tell me I've stuffed up something. Let's see. So left to left. Yeah. So what am I doing that's wrong? So I was trying to think, why does that feel so off? Right, okay, there we go. Now that makes so much more sense. There we go. There we go. And then when it's time to release, you press down. Please work. Embarrass me in front of... actually, no. There's a button here. What looks like a button or depression. How does that work? Either you press back or you release. I'm trying to work out. How do you release? Show me. Is that a button? Do I push it back? Do I pull back or do I press it forward? I'll have to do some research there. Give me a second with that. This is the strap. So and there's clearly what we're after. No one's going to log in that big, I promise you. That will be that. So how would it fit on me is the question, right? So first you lengthen up, line up, and then tighten as you go. Okay, all right. Let's try this. Hopefully it's not going to be too weird. Just give it a bit of loosening, just at the top. You can see I'm trying my best to be as careful as possible, because I've never really mucked around with this thing in that capacity from the time that I got it, so I need to make sure I don't break it before I get a chance to actually enjoy it. One, that would suck. Oops. So how do I get everything to clip in? So that doesn't feel quite... There we go. Again. Okay, so I need to loosen that up a bit. Okay. I will say that's not going anywhere. I don't know if y'all can see me, side profile. That's what it looks like at the back. The top, I'm guessing you can just adjust according to your own login and how you feel. But really tight, you can really tighten it, loosen it. Really, really good. I think that's the way you're supposed to view everything. Everything lines up perfectly. Feels like it's resting on point. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. Looks pretty good, I would say. It does the job, 100%. So, if you then just wanted to go for the extra, which was these things, I don't know if they would fit comfortably, but again, they were just meant to be an extra offshoot. These didn't come with the package, but I just thought, hey, why not, right? Look at that. Oh jeez. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. For the lenses, I'm pretty happy with that. What do you think? Please leave your comments in the links below. Please subscribe to the channel. Ah, there we go. Tighten up the silicone a little bit. Just making sure that everything is where it needs to be. That looks pretty good. Pretty nifty. I like it. It looks very gothic themed. I just need to work out how. Is there a trapdoor? Is there a button? How do I get those to loosen up? Ah, my bad. There we go. You just press it. Ah, look at that. That's the mechanism right there. So it's in here. When you're ready, you just enclose it. Please don't tell me that's also hard to get out. So that should line up. Clip. So for this side, it should be the same. Push down, push up. So that will then release the unit if something was to get wrong, something got lodged in there, debris, dirt, something like that. And then you just have to slide it back in. And here you go. Along with something for the nose, glasses. You can always put back the stock one, doesn't matter. Like I said, if you want to go for the complete ridiculous look, you add one of these babies and you're good to go. I'll set up some pictures up in post for y'all to look at and tell me what you think. Just making sure that that's secure before I close out. And make sure the look is complete. I'm going to try it. I'm not sure going to try it on. Okay, so that's that. How's that? You're not going anywhere. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. Along with that, checking to make sure I can feel for the straps. This would be... no, wrong side. So I guess it'll be that side. Yep. And this side. Because remember how we talked about feeling this out in a dark room, something like that. So none of it is coming off. Yeah, perfect. I'll dig it. Dig it. Thumbs up from me. I'll put the link up in the description below. This didn't cost, I think, 30 bucks or something like that for the new strap and everything else associated with it. These earmuffs, I think someone just gave them to me as a spare. I wouldn't tell anyone to go crazy on those, but that's your unit. Like I said, I'll put some more side profiles and things like that below. I'll remove these if you feel like they're too ridiculous, and then you can have an idea of what that would look like. And again, you can adjust it to whatever length you want it to be. So be prepared to get it to come closer, further, just depending on your noggin. And this is what the other units would look like. You can see them in different profiles. There you go. Pretty good. Not a waste of space at all. Not a waste of space at all, and that's the manual. So that'll give you everything that you want to see. Okay, thank you very much for watching today. My poor puppy is not feeling very good, so I left him at his mom's place for a while. And I'm just managing on my own sometimes, and we'll see how things progress. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Peace. Really cool.